There is one point I want to lay very clear. First of all, the disagreement between Dr. Besigye and President Museveni is not new. And it's also true that they are political opponents. They are not personal enemies. So, the only thing that I am told is now new is the recording where, for example, it is indicated that Dr. Besigye was soliciting weaponry which could have caused harm to the life of the president. My view is that, for example, Dr. Besigye says it's not true. From what I'm hearing, he's saying it's not true. I'm sure President Museveni believes it's true. And I'm the only one who has the guts to discuss this subject. I believe that it is important for both of them to assemble in one session, not to discuss politics, but to discuss threat of life and the reverse, the vice versa. So I am very, very sure that if this matter is discussed, that selected matter, they don't have to discuss whether they are going to agree in politics or disagree. That selected matter about threat of life, and then the fact that somebody says this is not a fact. You can call witnesses to sit by, and this is a topic that can be discussed and put on the side. I am experienced in having disagreements with President Museveni. I'm sure you know it's on record. But whenever it matters, on some critical areas, we always sit and I give my views, he gives his. And I think this can be healthy for the continuation of democracy in this country. Yes, it's not true that people who oppose each other in politics are necessarily personal enemies. That part, I say it without doubt, that a discussion where there are also third parties can solve that aspect of the disagreement. That doesn't mean Dr. Besigye will join NRM. It doesn't mean President Museveni will join the new party is called PFF. Not really. But aspects that are personal can be discussed and resolved. I think that part, that's the point I want to raise. Now, it is important that both parties, and I offered when I talked to the people of Rukunjiri some time back, that I'm willing to talk to both sides of the equation, and if there is the willingness to discuss this subject, that aspect about threat of life, and then the fact that somebody says it's not a fact. Because these discussions, why do Palestinians discuss with Israelis? Are you sure they don't have major conflicts? They do. Very, very deep major conflicts. Religious, I don't know, doctrinal, many. But they still sit and discuss. Yes, I'm not saying each one has to surrender their own position in politics. I'm only saying that those aspects that, for example, include threat to life can be discussed and resolved. Once that is done, I am convinced beyond reasonable doubt that the path of democracy and the path of furthering politics in this country can continue.